said I was going to do a second video. Well, I said I might. This is the second video. If you haven't seen the first video, I suggest you'll watch it. So I'm just basically continuing off from there. And I still won't comment from the last one. On this one. Still part of all the same discussion here. But I want to bring up some other stuff. Mostly, I want to talk about Juggalos and the different Juggalos. And when I say different Juggalos, I mean every one of us are different. Like the last one I said, none of us are different. We're not segregated. But as individuals, that's what I'm talking about here. We are all individuals, individually different from one another. And we represent ourselves. That's what I want to talk about. Because, we put on the merch, we do the slang, but when it really comes down to it, we are representing ourselves. That's what it's about. And I want to go into some detail on that. Different ones of us are into different parts of the music, different songs, different albums, different joke cards to this in different ways. Like, I kind of said something a little bit, Bang Pow Boom. Some of y'all might have loved it, some of y'all might have hated it. I personally liked it, wasn't my favorite, but I did like it, I really did. I loved it. But I tend to drift more toward the more rock sounds. That's where I came from, I really wasn't into rap that much before ICP. And I came out of rock music into ICP. And I enjoy a lot of the rock sounds, stuff like Halls of Illusion. I really can get into that stuff. Earlier stuff like Carnival Carnage. I love the merchandise around Carnival Carnage, don't get me wrong there. And I love it lyrically. I love the sound. But it's not what I typically gravitate toward. I've never heard an ICP song I didn't like, to be honest. But yeah, different ones of us were into different things in the music, different things lyrically, different things sound-wise. We're all individuals here. We all enjoy different types of music outside of Psychopathic. One of my favorite artists outside of Psychopathic, outside of the whole genre in general, Weird Al Yankovic. I'm a huge Weird Al Yankovic fan. And some of y'all might hate Weird Al Yankovic. That's fine. Some of y'all might think I'm kind of retarded for liking him. It's all cool. But I'm just saying, we're all different. We all like different things. And we all represent ourselves differently. The next thing I want to talk about is new school versus old school Juggalos. Old school Juggalos, I could see being a little different in the way they act versus new school Juggalos, because they're from a different generation. They're from the 90s. I'm not a 90s kid. I mean, I grew up as a kid in the 90s, but I wasn't into what was hot back then. I was a kid. And then I started getting into what I thought was cool and really honing in on myself until I was a teenager, like most of us, but 13, and that was in the, I guess, what would we call this generation? I haven't even heard a name for this generation. 20s? No, I ain't got a clue. But yeah, a lot of these new school Juggalos are acting very different, and they aren't acting stupid. I don't consider myself one of the stupid ones out there. Beat you up, fucker. Just generally causes violence for no reason. But if that's who they are outside of being a Juggalo, I don't really see much wrong with it inside of it. For some extent. Now, I'm giving them full extent accessibility there, but to some extent, if that's who they are, we accept everyone, right? I mean, there are some exceptions, obviously. No bigots, no stuck-up Richies. Make sure you put that in, stuck-up Richies who think they're better than everybody else because they're rich. I know a Juggalette who is fucking loaded, but she's not had it all easy either. But she's pretty down to earth, and can hang with the rest of us, no problem. I mean, it's just some rich people, really. And I've met those people too. But we're all different. We all come from different backgrounds. And when we're do what we enjoy, most of us typically gravitate toward stuff that would be considered Juggalo. But that's because that's what we enjoy. But no, I would say probably very few of us enjoy everything 100%. We all take what we like from it because we gravitate toward that thing. I myself am not a huge wrestling fan. I enjoy it. JCW's alright, but I'm not huge into the wrestling thing. It's alright. I like it. I got some of the videos and enjoy them, but not big in it. But there's plenty of stuff about it that I just feels 100% me too, you know. And so yeah, we're all different. We're all individuals, and when we do something, anything really, if we do something like these Juggalo gangs I hear about, if you're big into gangs, I for one don't consider it a Juggalo gang. It's a gang with Juggalos in it, I guess, but it's not a Juggalo gang. I don't care what they want to say. It's not a Juggalo gang. It's a gang with Juggalos in it, if they really are Juggalos. But if that's your thing, you know, and you happen to also be a Juggalo, that's all there is to it. It's not you're a gang member because you're a Juggalo. It's because you're a gang member who also happens to be a Juggalo. And to a certain extent, I can see how it would be hard to be a Juggalo and be a gang, to be extremely religious, to be there are some things out there that would kind of contradict some things. I'm sure the religion thing kind of seemed off topic. It's really not. Because there are things that we kind of hold, cherish, that are kind of impressions on our very souls, I'd say. That, you know, like, no hate, stuff like that, for a great extent. No, 100% again. But, what was I? There's something I was wanting to say about, but yeah, anyway, we're all individuals, and, part of that is some of us are into things that might seem whack. Like I said, I love Weird Al Yankovic. I'm sorry. Huge fan here. White and nerdy. I say white and nerdy, but to be honest, White and Nerdy is not one of my favorite songs by him. All About the Pintios, baby. That's my song. But like, I've seen a lot of people hating on Boondocks for using Twitter. Twitter's obviously unbecoming of a Juggalo or something. But hey, I personally hate Twitter. Can't stand it. But if that's what he likes, I hope he has a lot of fun with it for a long time. I ain't hating on the boy for it. Just because you're into something different than me, we all belong, even though we're all different. Okay. Like I said, I talk about the gangs. Now, there's some things, like I said, into the gangs and the violence that I heard that I do not see as much of a Juggalo thing. I don't even see them as an individual thing. It just seems like they're following a trend, which is not, I can see it not being very Juggalo at all. But I almost hate to use that word, not very Juggalo, because, again, there is no straight up definition of a Juggalo. It is who you are individually. It's who you are separately from everybody else. But I think there are some things that kind of qualifies you in the way that you're a scrubby. You know, we're all scrubbies. So yeah, but to some of the game Juggalos out there, how about check out Witching Hour? Yeah, that song seems kind of anti-gang to me. Being a Juggalo means being yourself and not giving a fuck what other people think, and being in the family means you're surrounded by people who are doing the same thing by being themselves. Not the same thing you're doing as in what you're doing, but doing what you're doing as in being themselves as well. And nobody gives a fuck. We're all family. Including some of the new school juggalos that can act a little bit on the childish dweeby, not so dweeby, but they're acting like idiots. I'll admit that. I'll admit it. But, and I do have a problem when they're out there saying they're representing Juggalos when they do something stupid. They're representing themselves, okay? And they also happen to be a Juggalo. And that's the way they need to present it. I mean, I understand that people are gonna twist it. That's fine. That's fine. There's haters. Forget them. But when they're the ones that are purposely doing it, it becomes a problem. I can see that, yeah. But and I'm just tired of all this hate focused on the new school Juggalos, period. Because I've heard a lot of people get on YouTube and say, oh, the new school Juggalos this, oh, the new school Juggalos this, and the new school Juggalos that. And just generally hating them. And the fact that they're hating them so much almost makes me feel like the new school Juggalos are straight up Juggalos. Maybe the other people aren't. But they're different, from a different generation. They're younger. I'm younger. And we're going to naturally be different. And we're all individuals doing different things. Why is it all of a sudden bad when a younger person does it? You know? But, yeah, I'd like to see some comments on that. On why them being an idiot automatically qualifies them as not being a Juggalo, because there are doctors that are Juggalos. There are I've heard of, brain surgeons that are Juggalos. There are extremely smart Juggalos out there. Does that mean all Juggalos are smart? No. Does that mean all Juggalos are at least semi-decent? No, there's some dummies. I got some friends that are dummies. I love the dummies. They act dumb. Sometimes they act downright retarded. They're still my friends. And the dumbass Juggalos, they're still my family. I love y'all. And I love the smart ones too, and the regular ones, and all y'all. I don't like the hating. That's what I don't like. Alright. Peace. We'll see y'all later. If I make another video. Bye.